This is how we do it. Look at it, 7 o'clock. It's a Monday. We on time. It is time. It is time for the Academy Sports Show. Appreciate everybody rocking with us as normal. It is a bittersweet day because we get to review the Super Bowl, but also that is it for football until the summer, until the fall. So let's have some fun with it. If this is last day doing football extensively, let's go out with a bang until next summer. We got a great show lined up for you. Make sure you follow us on all our most social media, being Facebook, Instagram, but most importantly, the YouTube. Make sure you go ahead to YouTube, type in Academy Sports Show. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you hit the notification button. That way you get a notification every time we go live. I got mine. Did you get yours?
Got mine.
Let's get it. Well, we got people flooding in already. Make sure you share the stream. Go ahead and if you're on Facebook, man, make sure you share it to your page. Tell tag all your buddies in it. If you're on YouTube, man, make sure you share it to your Facebook or text it out to your friends. Let them know that the sports show's favorite sports show is on. You heard all the pundits early on today. Now you get the real stuff from the real guys right here, like we've been doing for years. So, with the breakdown of the show, it's the man himself. You see him. He's Valentine's Day out. He's here for it. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Joe Williams.
Man, thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the show, everybody. Appreciate y'all joining us, man. We're going to get right into it. Happy Valentine's Day to any of the ladies that come in. I mean, we're going to just say happy Valentine's Day to you fellas. So, Dennis, what up, though? Welcome to the show. See what we got on the Valentine's Day. Pink. Hey, man, big show ahead tonight. Trivia, we're going to get into it. We got what they mean, but y'all know we got to talk about the Super Bowl. The Rams get the victory yesterday, 23-20. Joe Burrow had a chance to go down and win the game. The defense steps up. Aaron Donald steps up. Matthew Stafford is a Super Bowl champion. We will share our thoughts. We will get into that. Please, y'all want to definitely hear what Dre got to say about that. Also, a big trade in the NBA, the association. We love to call the NBA the soap opera. The NBA, the association, known as the soap opera that always keeps on giving throughout the season. Well, they've given again. Harden and Simmons traded one to the Nets and one to the Sixers. So Harden is now with Embiid. Simmons is now with KD. What does this mean for the NBA? What does this mean for the East? Is Brooklyn still the favorite? Are the Sixers back in it? We'll give you our thoughts. And as always, man, we always want to hear from everybody on the show. Leonardo, what's up? We see you in the building, DC. We see y'all. Make sure y'all share. Let everybody know we're in the building. We're about to get started. We got that, and we got much more. Get your stuff ready. It's trivia time in a moment tonight on Academy Sports.
Yeah, dig. All right, Todd Hour, baby. Let's get it done. Throw me up. It's trivia night. We need a jingle for this. Now, that's my next thing. Trying to find a jingle for trivia night. All right, you already know how it is. It's trivia night. If you ain't here, you're square. You understand me? Trivia night is us versus the field being yourself. It is the hosts versus the listeners. We are the most interactive sports show you've ever encountered in the interwebs, and we appreciate everybody who enjoys it as well because we enjoy trivia night. Y'all see the score right now. Y'all up on us right now, 7-4. Listen, it's a long season. I'm just gonna say that. It's a long season. We can come back. I believe it. So here we go. Last week I gave Joel a question. This week he gives me a question. But
sorry, my dog has something in his mouth. I apologize.
The field has the option to steal. If you get the correct answer in the feed first before the host answer, the point goes to the field. But if you're wrong, sir, and we're right, host get the point. All right, let's go ahead and get it.
All right, here we go. So you heard the rules. Dre, you ready? I'm going to read this question because just to make sure that these folks aren't using their Google fingers, I'm not going to give a heads up on the title or whatever. I'm just going to give the question and we'll go from there. Because I don't want to give a heads up if people start Googling like, ooh, I can start my category early. All right. So here we go. Eight wide receivers, including Cooper Kupp, have won the MVP in the Super Bowl.
Oh, doggone it.
Don't overthink this, Dre. 8 wide receivers have won the MVP in the Super Bowl. Cooper Kupp is one of them. Name 3 more.
I know there was the one guy from New England. I think it was Deion Branch. Jerry Rice had to get one, didn't he? But they don't ever say that.
So Branch, Rice.
Another receiver. That's not Cooper Kupp. Did Playmaker? Playmaker didn't get. I don't think Playmaker got one. Receiver. New England. Pittsburgh. Did Plexico get it or did Eli get it? Ooh, third receiver.
All right, the field has responded with an answer.
So old. Is this an old thing? I mean, I said Rice, so I guess I'll go with those.
You said Rice, Branch. Don't overthink it. Rice, Branch. You got one more.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank, bro.
Ooh.
Santonio Holmes, did he get that? He had to catch, but did he win MVP?
So you're going with Rice, Branch, Antonio Holmes?
Sure, let's go with that.
All right, final answer.
Final answer.
All right. So the field has spoken. The field has gone with Rice, Swan, Stallworth. So we'll start with the field. Leonardo's answer, Rice. That is correct. All right, Super Bowl 23, Jerry Rice, 49ers. So, Andre, you also chose Rice. So you both are 1 for 1.
Okay.
Leonardo goes Swan. Super Bowl 10, Lynn Swan, Pittsburgh Steelers. Your second answer was Deion Branch. Deion Branch, Super Bowl 39.
Yeah.
And finally, Leonardo goes Stallworth. Stallworth never won a Super Bowl MVP. So it comes down to your final answer, sir, for the point. It's Antonio Holmes. One of 3 Pittsburgh Steelers wide receivers to win the MVP. Santonio Holmes won the MVP.
He got the MVP. Okay, I knew he had the catch in the game. I'm thinking like, did he get the MVP though? I was like,
Ben, the MVP that year.
Ben didn't do enough to win. I was like,
but I'm surprised that you didn't. Surprised you just didn't go with the easy one on this one. I just knew you'd grab.
Okay, what's the team? What's the easy one?
The Patriots. What is Tom Brady known for doing? Turning wide receivers into MVPs.
Edelman?
Yes.
Edelman won. I forgot Edelman won MVP. I forgot Edelman won MVP.
Yeah, Super Bowl 53.
I remember Deion Branch winning and going, we'll never hear from this guy again.
Yes, Julian Edelman was the last to win it.
Leno said Stallworth didn't win in 79.
Rams in 79. Let's see, Super Bowl MVPs.
Did the other Pittsburgh one go to James Harrison? Did he get that other one for that touchdown return?
Um,
And then I was trying to think New York. I was like, did Plexico get one? Or was those Eli?
you said who's the other Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
It's Swan. 1979, Terry Bradshaw won that MVP quarterback.
I was talking about Ben's titles. Because Ben didn't get MVP or either one of his titles, did he?
Let's see. Pittsburgh Steelers, Hines Ward.
Hines Ward.
Hines Ward, Santonio Holmes.
Could have went Ward. Okay.
Yep, Hines Ward, Santonio Holmes. So yes, good try there. But the field comes through with a victory today. Way to go, Dre. Get us back on the board. So we will make that adjustment now. That way we know it is official.
Let's go, hosts.
I'm sorry, the host. I apologize. Yeah, I said the field. All right, back in it. There's your official updated scoreboard. 7-5.
I was drawing a blank, and I feel like you were like trying to like mine the answers into my mind.
I was like staring at you. I was staring at you like, come on, Dre, don't overthink this. Like this has got Patriots written all over it. Stick with your boys.
I was like, I did stick with my boys. Deion Branch. I got Deion Branch. I know that one.
It's funny because I always go back. You usually stay current.
I stay current.
He's gonna like Edelman. That's recent. You're gonna pick Edelman. Yeah. You went back and got Deion Branch.
I went and got Deion Branch.
And the Patriots.
That's my jam.
Jerry Rice. Good job.
Jerry, yeah. Goat's got to get one. So I gave Jerry Rice his credit. I was like, he's got to get one. But I was like, who's this other person? And I don't want to go too far back because then I'll be playing myself. Let me try to find somebody current. And I was like, Eli's championships. He get MVP on both of those, did he? Ben's championships. I was like, Ben didn't get MVP. He was a scrub. I'm like, who got those MVPs? Yep. So that was my thought process.
Gotcha.
Like Russell got his MVP. So yeah, I was definitely super current. And I was like, the Moss year they didn't win. So I definitely would have said Randy Moss, but they didn't win that year. So that was my thought process.
You got it.
All right. Appreciate y'all. If you got a trivia question, either send it to me or Joel, and we'll throw it up on week, give you your credit for the trivia question. If not, make sure you're in the show at the beginning. That way you can be a part of trivia night, and we appreciate everybody participating. Thank you, fam. Appreciate you participating, brother.
Next week, your trivia question needs to go to Dre.
Here we go. Let's get into it. Also, What the Meme is up. What the Meme is a special show dear to our hearts because it involves you guys as well. You guys have been sending us memes all week. So the 3 memes for this week, I didn't even have to look them up. You guys sent them to us.
Thank you, Dennis.
We didn't even have to do this one. So this one was in the chat with Kobe.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then the next 2 was the ones that you text me, Dennis sent. So
Dennis sent over, yeah.
Let's go ahead and zoom through these. Now, you're my college football guy. Some of these guys, I have no clue who they are because they're in college football jerseys.
Yeah.
So
hold on, I'll try to. So let me run them off. Team 1 is Burrow, Adrian Peterson, Anquan Bolden. That's my man that played for San Francisco. Michael Crabtree, and you know the coach. That's coach for Seattle. Yep. You got Tebow, Ricky, Calvin in his Georgia Tech years. That's my man from Alabama, just wide receiver now for
Devonta Smith.
Yep. And then that's the coach that's Osborne for Nebraska. All right, you got Vince. I think that's
Zeke.
That's Zeke. Larry. I don't know that. That picture's kind of small. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is right there. Row 4, we got Lawrence. That's King Henry. Moss. Jefferson, Bobby Bowden, and then row 5 you got Vic, Reggie Bush. That's either got to be Plaxico, and then 81. Dang, who is that? And that's Urban Meyer. I'm trying to think who wore 81 for Oklahoma State. That's somebody.
The one next to Fitzgerald kind of looked like Keyshawn.
Yeah, that's Keyshawn. Yep, that's Keyshawn.
Oh no, that number 1 is that's my man from Michigan State, Charles Rogers.
Oh, okay. It's not Plex. I thought Plexico played at Michigan State and wore number 1 too.
Did he? The eyes kind of look like Charles Rogers in the helmet.
Okay.
I don't know though. 81. This look like Oklahoma State.
That's Oklahoma State.
This can't be my man who fizzled out. Is it Blackman?
Oh no, that's T.O. He wore 81 between 2006 and 2008.
Okay.
Yep, that's T.O. All right. Ooh, man, which team gets you a championship in college football? Ooh, man.
I mean, you got to go with Team 3 then, right? Coach. Vince Young, one of the best quarterbacks in college football. Zeke had a great year with 2 not down threat receivers, though, but 2 good, possession receivers.
Hey, man, listen. Yeah, you could go. That's good. You can go there. I like that. Yeah, because, so Saban makes this huge, right?
Right.
So the second on this board that I feel like 3 is strong, but I feel like 5 is just electric.
Yeah.
Like 5 is just a bunch of freaks, a bunch of freak athletes. I feel like 5 is just a bunch of highlight teams, and I feel like Urban's good enough to get him a championship. So I think
who'd you say was 1? It was Burrow, Adrian.
That's Burrow, Adrian Peterson, Anquan Bolden, Michael Crabtree.
Okay, never mind. I don't know.
He had mad hands at Texas Tech. But
which team gets you a championship? Was the question that was in the chat.
I'm going with Team 5.
Team 5? Yeah. I'm going Team 3. I'm gonna say we're gonna possession receive you all the way down the field and then give the ball to Zeke or let Vince use his legs.
Okay. I'm gonna let Mike Vick use his legs or Reggie Bush use his legs or T.O. go over the top or you. So, but that Team 4 is actually pretty good too.
Don't let Urban start stopping no bars.
I know, right?
Yeah, Derrick Henry with Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, with Randy Moss. Randy Moss was a go-getter when he was at Marshall.
Randy Moss and Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson kind of brings it down a little bit for me.
Or is that Jamar? That might be Jamar.
Oh, that actually might be Jamar Chase. You're right. Yeah, that is Jamar Chase because that's his pose. Ooh, that team just got really good too. I'm still rolling with Team 5.
Team 5. All right, yeah. Team 5 versus Team 3.
Team 3.
Let's get it. Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mama.
Good evening. All right, let's go. Next up, one gotta go. You sent me this. Immediately, I said, I already know which way you going. You don't even need to do this one out loud.
But I said I might surprise you.
Okay, go ahead, surprise me.
Oh, go ahead, surprise you?
Yeah, go ahead, surprise me.
DeMar DeRozan's got to go.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. DeMar DeRozan's got to go on this.
Why?
I can't stand watching him play.
That's ball.
His mid-range game is sick, but it's like that's it. He is Mr.
He's a mid-range killer, and he got the Bulls at the second in the East.
Stay down on him. Stay down. and you won't get beat by him.
Oh, that's bold, bro.
Stay
just,
down.
I
Stay
just,
down. Easy to guard. DeMar
I,
DeRozan.
I just knew your Tatum
Give me
hate.
Jimmy buckets for Hart. Give me Devin Booker as a killer, and then I'm gonna go ahead and support Pretty Boy up here, number 0. DeMar's got to go, bro.
Listen, I just knew you was gonna cut Tatum. That way, we both wouldn't have to cut DeMar. Sorry, DeMar, you gotta go.
Yes, DeMar's got to go. See, you tried to bait me in some more. Like, go ahead, cut Tatum. No, I'm keeping Tatum this time. DeMar's got to go. Easy one, Dennis. As soon as I saw this, it was DeMar out for me.
Oh man,
DeMar out.
Listen, no shade, DeMar. No shade, man.
None whatsoever, man. But hey, one of you got to go, and it's you.
Dang. Listen, DeMar's won way more than Tatum, and that's your thing on Tatum. He ain't won.
Well, no, that's not my thing on Tatum. That's my thing on the Celtics, right? Like the reason, like Tatum's deficient because his team is weird. Like I always knock the Celtics as a whole, and it keeps me from giving Tatum his flowers because it's like your team is just built wrong. He needs to be on a team where he's the man. Because like they just don't work, and they never until they find a point guard that is a distributor and not another third guy, then they won't ever figure it out. And so that's my hate on him is he's on a bad team. Like his team's not built correctly for him. I feel like he's wasting away.
I tried to goat you a little bit. You didn't take it.
No, I didn't take that. DeMar's got to go, bro.
DeMar,
to me, the Bulls are a regular season team. So I've watched a couple games now, and I'm sorry, but they're a regular season.
Don't crap on them now.
I'm not crapping on them, bro.
First of all, they've been hurt and COVID hit like most of the season, and they're still top 3 in the league. In the East. Like
credit.
Caruso's been hurt a majority of the season. Lonzo's missed time. DeMar's missed time. Levine's missed the most time.
Credit.
And they still cranking out dubs.
They're not so okay. I'm with you. They're keeping it together, but sir, they are not built for the playoffs. Like to me, he's easy to guard. I remember when he was on Toronto, and they had to play the Cavs every year, and there was LeBron in them. And it's the way you guard him, even if you were big, stay down. You know his moves. He wants to shoot the mid range. He's going to get to a spot. He'll pump fake you. He'll do all that. Just stay down, make him shoot over the top. And that's how you guard them. And they're young. It's impressive. And we'll get into it. We got time now with football being over. But to me right now, they might end up being the 1 seed. And I still think they could get bounced early, especially if they fall to the 2 or they're the 1 and they end up playing the Nets in the first round. Because the Nets have lost 11 in a row and may not make the playoffs.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. Pops is here. Cleveland in the building.
All right, last one. Of these guys pictured, or somebody else, DeMar DeRozan. Who's the best shooting guard in the league? You know what I thought instantly when I saw this?
Tell me, because we might have thought the same thing. Because I text Dennis like,
I said, man, shooting guards really suck nowadays, huh? This is the crop that we got to choose from.
Okay, that's not what I thought first.
Shooting guard used to be the apex, like, position. Shooting guard now is like, these are the guys we got to choose from. That was the first thing I thought. What did you think?
It's not the first thing I thought. First thing I thought was somebody's missing.
Oh.
That's the first thing I thought. And I immediately texted Dennis and said, my answer's not even on this page.
Who was your answer?
Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson.
Like, why is he not pictured here, sir? Like, first of all, do you really know the light-skinned cat for the Bulls? What's his name again?
Zach LaVine.
Do you know him as a shooter?
I think you have color bias. I I think you're a colorist.
No, because I'm propping the light skinned cat up right now.
You hate? No, you not. No, you not.
I am. I'm propping up.
I think
I'm
you
propping
hate.
up.
You hate Jason Tatum. You hate Zach LaVine. You're a colorist. Do you
But
got?
I'm propping up. Clay. I'm a Booker fan. There's my 2 for 2.
Okay. All right.
Do you think of Zach LaVine as a shooter?
He plays shooting guard. he plays the two.
Oh man, Dennis told me to hit the bell because I pointed out the light skinned brother. Shout out to the light skinned brother, DC. Hey, listen, man. I think of it. Yes, he's a shooting guard, but sir, he's more of a streaky shooter to me. I just think Clay should be on this list.
Most definitely. Maybe this was made while Clay was hurt. Who knows?
Probably.
But hey, watching that Lakers game the other night, he went in fuego. Did you watch that game? Oh my God. Like, and he didn't even move. He was just like, oh, the ball just rolled to me. Whap. Swing. Oh, it's in my hand. Whap. Like, that's demoralizing. LeBron, hand in my face. Whap. He was just cleaning them. That's some demoralizing stuff, bro. They call Carmelo a black hole. As soon as Clay touches the ball, he is shooting it. There's no swing in Clay Thompson.
He hasn't shot in 2 years. He's getting all his shots up now.
Shooting the dog crap out of that ball.
As my pops used to say, shoot the blood, sir.
Oh my God.
Shoot the blood.
He was demoralizing them. The Lakers had no answer for him, and he wasn't doing nothing but just shooting the ball.
So Leonardo says, where'd he go? Oh, Booker. And then Curry's technically listed as a point guard in the NBA.
Technically listed as a point guard.
Yeah, so he's not on this list. But Leonardo's going Booker. I'm sorry, I'm going Clay when he's healthy. If we're going health, then if I had to pick from these 4, I'm with Leonardo. I'm picking Booker. But if Clay's at the top of his game, to me, Clay moves without the ball really well. We already know he can shoot it. The other thing about Clay is he will defend you. Those Warriors teams that won championships defended really well. The only poor defender on the team was Curry, which is why the Cavs spent a whole series switching every 1-4 pick and roll they could to put somebody on Curry. So absolutely, if I had to pick out this 4, I'm going Booker. But I'm sorry.
So here's the decline in shooting guards. Right. This is from Michael Jordan to Reggie Miller to Clyde, all these great shooting guards. Right. These 4 guys plus Klay Thompson. Right. Then we get to Bradley Beal, who I know you're not high on. So Bradley Beal. Then we get to CJ McCollum. And then it completely falls off the map. Terry Rozier. Let's do the what is it? Is it Price is Right? The little Yodelay he got. Yodelay. Terry Rozier. Marcus Smart. Anthony Edwards. Tyrese Halliburton. Karis LeVert. Kate Cunningham. Jalen Green. Bogdanovich. Duncan Robinson. Tim Hardaway Jr.
Oh my God.
What happened to the shooting guard?
What happened to the shooting guards, man?
What happened to
they gone?
The shooting guards, bro. But yeah, I 1,000 agree. Klay Thompson is the best, but Booker is definitely making a claim for that spot. So there's a 1A, 1B in my 1A is definitely Klay. Just because we know he's capable of being one of the best two-way players. I'm sorry, Pops. I'm sorry. We know Klay is capable of being one of the best two-way players in the game. But Devin is in his prime right now, and he in his bag right now, and his fourth quarter efficiency as the Suns, like he's a straight murderer. He's a straight killer. If you had to pick today, Suns winning the chip because everybody else looked they got something wrong with them. The Suns are like a well-oiled machine right now, and if your answer is Devin Booker, I ain't mad at you. I think it was Leonardo who said Booker.
Yep.
I ain't mad at you if you said that.
Yep. I agree.
You got that game for the Price is Right? It just kept going,
I can't believe you went to the Price is Right on it. Oh, man.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's
talk a little NBA. Let's talk a little NBA before we get to the Super Bowl. Come on, y'all. Let's do a little NBA before we get to the Super Bowl. This happens. There was a lot of trade. Trade deadlines is always something happening during trade deadlines.
Oh, yeah. Karis LeVert to Cleveland, by the way.
Karis LeVert to Cleveland. Porzingis to Washington.
Oh, God,
there was a lot of movement going around, but this was the blockbuster trade. James Harden being traded for Ben Simmons, Andre Drummond, and the other Curry brother. They go to Brooklyn. He goes to Philadelphia. I think Paul Millsap goes with him over there, and the two disgruntled Nets go over to Philadelphia to go pair with Joel Embiid. Philadelphia pulls the trade, pulls the trigger because Joel Embiid's having an MVP season. They don't want to squander this season. This is the most games he ever played. Daryl Morey is their GM. Daryl Morey knows James Harden. Why not make this marriage works? James Harden didn't want to publicly say he wanted out of Brooklyn. Apparently, there was some icy relationships between him and Kevin Durant. Apparently, they haven't been talking for a couple months over how everything's going. There is if you go online and watch and type in James Harden not playing hard, it's a whole montage. It's a whole montage of him just letting plays go. And they decided to kill the experiment of the three-headed monster of Kyrie, KD, and James Harden and ships them off to Brooklyn. And now Brooklyn gets Ben Simmons. Who knows what they get out of Ben Simmons, right? This is a guy who hasn't played all season. They know him as a defensive point guard, but you expect him to change positions. And then you also get some shooting and a big. So how do you think this is going to play out for both of these teams?
Both teams get better.
That sounds like I had a question mark at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it's because I'm not like, I feel so uneasy about both scenarios. I think both teams get better. I think Brooklyn gets better because there clearly was drama, and that drama was going to derail them. It was already derailing them. They cannot seem to stay healthy, and then you have this drama. And if that's true, he takes plays off. I mean, he's never really been the most hustle athletic guy there is in Harden. I mean, he's always been an offensive guy. He doesn't really lock you up like that. He doesn't defend. He doesn't hustle back. So I don't know. It's interesting, but I think they get better because of that piece for Brooklyn's standpoint. Brooklyn needed players. Brooklyn needed depth. And I do think KD showed us that Kyrie KD is enough. It's just that right now you still have a player in Kyrie who only plays half the time. So that's going to be interesting to see how that works. So I guess I'll start with Brooklyn. I don't know about Ben Simmons. He's a question mark to me now. The last time we saw this guy, he was at the rim throwing it back out to the three-point line. That's the last time we saw him. Yeah, that's the last play we seen this dude make was you should have laid it up. You threw it out to the three-point line, and everybody in the world was like, shoot the ball, bro. Like, you're not going to get better if you don't try. And since then, he's been made out to be like this dude's a head case. Like, he's just was broken, and he could never step on the floor in Philadelphia again. This is an opportunity for him to reinvent himself. I feel like he has to play at the two guard now. Oh, there go our shooting guards. Wonderful. Because why did you get the other Curry brother to come off the bench and play point guard with the second unit?
They say he might play at the 4, to be honest with you.
Okay, that's interesting. But you got Kyrie already. So half the time, Kyrie's your 1. Who's your 2 now? It's one of their other guys, I'm sure.
Curry. The The
This
Curry,
just gets
because
weird
I
again.
think your lineup fully healthy is Kyrie, Curry, KD, Ben, maybe Drummond or Claxton, whoever's your center, or probably Aldridge, honestly, at center.
So so we do live in the world of positionless basketball now, right? So they don't really make a big deal about it. But still kind of the purity of the game in me still has a little bit of it still has to work though. There has to be enough basketballs on the floor for enough guys to get the touches they need. So Simmons we know will defer. So I feel like fourth quarter on the when the game's on the line, we
Don't
know he'll defer, right?
don't throw me that thing.
Yeah, he doesn't want the ball, but the problem then becomes you can also foul him late because he can't make free throws.
Well, you can't
So
foul off. You can't foul off the ball. You
no,
got to have the ball.
you can until 2 minutes.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. So it feels like it can work if he, I guess, just be himself. But I still feel like at some point he's gonna have to make a shot.
I
Like,
mean, he can hide behind pushing the break if he gets the rebound, outlets,
okay,
and defending the other person's best player.
yeah, he'll do that well, right? He's always been a great defender.
So, that was Brooklyn's whole thing. You got all this offense, but ain't no defense. So you
Okay.
add Drummond, you add Ben Simmons, you got a rim protector, and you got a hell of a lot of rebounding, and you got some perimeter defense.
Okay, so Philly
And
gets
then
better because Embiid now finally has somebody else, right? He's got
Embiid
help.
loved playing with Jimmy Butler.
Love playing with Butler. Hated playing with Simmons. I need somebody else that's going to score too. All right, you got it. But guess what? The ball stops at Harden.
Well, I mean, he's definitely evolved his game into a passer. Now the pick and rolls that he is so famous for, making Clint Capella an all-star and things like that, is Embiid going to want to do that? Is Embiid want to consistently Embiid wants the ball on the block and move out the way.
Yeah, he wants to catch it.
So, like, give me the ball and move out the way. So, is he going to pander to James Harden's way of playing, which is a lot of pick and rolls, lobs, or is James Harden going to set him up, or is he going to dribble between his leg 5 times, step back 3? Like,
That's the part I'm talking about right there.
You got to keep the guys that you said you wanted to keep. You got to keep Maxey. You got to keep Thibault. So this team is set for a run on the Eastern Conference side. So you got a lot of defense from defensive guys. You got shooting, and you got the MVP potential candidate on your team. It's just how are you going to run this? And you got a leader in men in Doc Rivers. Hey, I didn't even have to signal. You did.
Sir, because my pop said something about the coaches, so I definitely was about to. I knew you were gonna bring that up.
First of all, we don't even know what kind of coach.
I don't believe in either one of these coaches to do anything to help these teams win. Because first of all, I don't really believe in a lot of NBA players changing their game. I have not seen it really work. They get better, but some of these guys are who they are. Harden has shown us that he will pass the ball. When he got to Brooklyn, he did a lot of passing, became kind of a triple-double machine. I think if he stays that way, that really helps Philly get better. To your point, what style of basketball are they going to play? I think Doc Rivers muffs this up, and we don't know who Steve Nash really is yet. So I don't trust either one of these coaches. This is gonna come down to the players. I think we agree both teams got better.
Yeah.
But what does this look like at the end? I don't know.
Yeah.
Brooklyn might not even make the playoffs.
I think short term Philadelphia is geared up for a run now.
Yes.
Long term, are you really going to extend Harden? Like, I know Daryl Morey is your guy, right? If you're James Harden, you want that full max extension. Are you really going to pay this dude $50+ million into his late 30s?
Right.
So you got a season and a half to figure that out. On the other end, the Ben Simmons, Kevin Durant, Kyrie thing may work long term.
Long term, it's going to take some time for them to get it right now.
But the thing that pissed off Harden and Millsap was the Kyrie issue. Like,
Yep.
this dude comes and goes as he wants to,
Yep.
just get vaccinated,
Diva.
diva, and everything that comes with it. So Perk was on Get Up, and he was saying that, when KD was a free agent, Harden wanted KD to come to Houston. He was like, come to Houston, and KD didn't go to Houston to Golden State, and that kind of iced their relationship. He said they didn't talk for years after that. Like, they weren't cool like they was in OKC. And then when Harden got fed up in Houston, KD reached out. Harden said, okay, I'll come to your city. I'll come to Brooklyn, and we can work on our relationship. He said it was all cool for a while, but then the whole Kyrie thing happened. And then another thing is James Harden. As you said, these guys are who they are, right? And there's multiple accounts of James Harden doing James Harden stuff. He gonna stay out all night. He gonna go to the strip clubs, and he gonna hang out with rappers.
Yep.
So his lifestyle, he don't want to be on the East Coast. It's too cold. He ain't got no parties and stuff like that. And B's gonna get sick of that.
Yep.
Not like he might be able to change his play on the court, but his personality and how he is and his passion for the game and whatever his commitment, and Embiid is going to be sick of that. So I don't know for the long term. I don't know if this is going to work out.
Well, Pop says Philly is Joel's team. Harden's got to get with it. We shall see. We shall see. Because I have yet to see Harden defer to being somebody else's team.
All right. And let's get to the game of games, sir.
Number 9, man. Look at Stafford.
Let's get to the game of games. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and queue up the game, and then I'm going to have some questions for you while we watch this footage.
All right, Leonardo said ain't neither team do anything but offload their troubles, so both teams are going to have to find their way out and find out what they got.
So we shall see. All right. So first, before we get into these questions, overall, how did you enjoy the game?
Great game. It started out exciting, took a defensive approach or a defensive posture through the middle, and then fourth quarter, it came back up to a nice ending. I think what we said late third quarter, I said, hey, man, the Rams were down 17-7 in the 49ers, and we're able to do something with it. So Bengals fought hard. Rams just at the end, the Rams, their studs stepped up, and that's what you do. Big players make big plays in big-time games.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what happened in this game. That's exactly how this played out. But both teams fought well, man. Cincinnati's got a chance to get back. If they run it back, they got to help. They got to block. Obviously, I think the thing that we said came back to haunt them. Couldn't protect Joe Burrow. Got to protect Joe Burrow. And that number of sacks started climbing as the game went on. So the Rams always have these little lulls. They had one. Cincinnati played soft coverage the whole game, 2 deep coverage. But every time they found him in a single high or in a what they call it, a 3-man zone up top, anything like that, they figured once the Rams figured out, oh, these guys are running zone all day, then they went to work, and the no-look pass was sick to Cooper Kupp.
Yes, sir.
Big-time play.
All right, so here are some of the trending questions that I've been watching on TV all day after this game. Is Matt Stafford a Hall of Famer now? He's got the stats. You would think he'll build on these stats on the next 5-6 years of his career. Got a Super Bowl title, no MVPs. But, people think Eli Manning is the first ballot Hall of Famer. He's got 2 rings. Stafford has the stats. I'm pretty sure it's better than Eli's, especially touchdown to interception ratio. Hall of Fame in the NFL is a little harder to get into than the NBA. Do you think Matt Stafford is a current Hall of Famer? Ooh, that one-handed catch. That one-handed catch by Jamar was sick. I think that should be on many highlight reels.
Yeah, absolutely.
That one-handed catch was nasty.
So, yeah, I'm gonna have to go. Yes, I heard Orlarski said this morning on Get Up, and everybody's eyes kind of rose like, whoa, that felt like sound, like clickbait, like you said it for the moment.
he was in Matt Stafford's suite during the game.
Yes. Yeah, I know.
So we know
he
what
reached over to his wife and said, "Hey, this is gonna, whatever." He's number 12 right now on the all-time list. You got to think if he plays 2-3 more seasons, he's going to be a top 10. He's only 2,000 yards away from Elway. He threw 50 touchdowns this year. He has a ring now, and it's a lovable ring too because he played all those years in Detroit. So he gets the compassion too. There was a lot of just Matthew love. Yeah. I don't know about first ballot because he's only got one ring where Eli had two. And I don't even know about Eli being first ballot, but it doesn't really matter. I think they'll both get in. But so yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. I'm a yes there.
Stafford's Hall of Famer. DC said yes. He has the stats and now the chip. Yep. Leonardo said he will be by the end of his career. So yeah, Keep going at this pace with just the one chip right now and the stats. He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, man. He's 49,000 yards. He's 100. Dude's 5 yards away from 50,000 yards in his career.
Gotcha. And this is sidetrack, so let me get this off my chest about Matt Stafford, and I'll continue my questions. Listen, people ask me, I say, listen, I'm happy he made it to the Super Bowl. I just didn't want him to win because I knew what was going to happen when he won, and it's happening. Lions fans, your guy won. It's like you won, so you should be happy. It ain't. We didn't win nothing. You think remember the Titans. You think we did something, man? Man, we ain't did nothing, man. You think you gonna do something, man? Man, we ain't did nothing, man. That don't count for us. You
it doesn't. It doesn't.
That meme that you sent me, it pissed me off. It's a rafter in the sky of Ford Field that says, our old quarterback won a Super Bowl. That's stupid to me. And people love that and they enjoy that and they're so happy for him. And you're just admitting that it's horrible here. that narrative that you're trying to say that he has this lovable ring because he was just so tormented here in the dog days of his career in Detroit. I understand that it's tough here. I understand this place, it didn't help him and all this other stuff. I understand that and I own it. It is.
He was underappreciated. He was underappreciated.
I get it, but for some off-brand reason to say that his Super Bowl ring should have engraved in the ring finger, former Detroit Lions, you owe us everything that you got. I don't subscribe by that. I don't care about his ring. He went to another team and he won. He ain't on my team no more. I don't care about this guy, and nothing that he did reflects what he did for us. So I don't care. So you can say, "Oh man, you hating? You should be happy for the guy." I could care less what Matt Stafford does for the rest of his career. He ain't a Lion no more. So peace out, brother. Have a great career. That's how I feel.
You have a right to feel how you feel, sir. I am not knocking that because that doesn't sound like hating, nor does it sound like underappreciating. It was tough a couple weeks ago because you acknowledged and you came to a place. Then you went back on your words. And so now you don't sound as bad as you did when you went back on your words. However, so I'll say that, it's fair. It's fair. I agree. The Lions are not champions now because Stafford won them a championship. So all you Lions fans that are saying that, stop it.
It's like we won. It's not like we won.
I just want to stop. I just want people to stop hating on the man. Like, he gave y'all everything he could give you and all that the Fords gave him, because the fans are loyal here, but all the Fords gave him, bro, was Megatron and Megatron. Yeah. That was it. And so I just listening to fans complain so many years. It's Stafford. It's Stafford. It's Stafford. Then all you have is Megatron. And then it's he throws too much to Megatron. Oh, you got to throw to somebody else. Then Megatron leaves, and he leaves because of the organization, not because of Stafford. He left because of the organization. Then it was Stafford by himself, and this dude still went out there and tried to play his butt off every Sunday. And so I don't know. I feel like there's a group of them here who just won't give the guy any credit. And it's that group that I laugh at, on this Monday, as Stafford is now a champion.
Yeah, Leonardo brings up. He said, "I wish Megatron got traded and won the chip too, and don't forget Barry." It is
That'd be
something that
cool.
it is something to say that Megatron did ask for them to trade him, and before he retired, and they didn't do it for
They
him,
didn't
but
do
they
it.
did it for Stafford. There's something to be said there.
Yep.
All right, next question: where does Cooper Kupp rank in the current wide receiver order for you? Is he number one?
Best wide receivers in the game right now. Cooper Kupp is best wide receivers in the game.
I can tell you now, just watching TV today, it was just pretty much him and Devontae that most people.
He's top. He's top. He's top 5 for sure. He's top 3. I gotta go. It's him, Devontae, and DeAndre Hopkins for me. Those are the 3.
Okay.
Chase is up there now with that year. Now we got to see Chase do it consistently.
Yep.
Jefferson's had another great year. So, but right now, D Hop, Devontae, and Cooper Kupp. I mean, you got to get this guy credit, bro. This dude just gets open, catches everything, and then he can run away from you too.
Here's your stats. Full season, 21 games, 178 catches, 2,425 yards, 22 touchdowns, NFL regular season receiving Triple Crown winner, unanimous All-Pro, most catches in a single postseason with 33, NFL Offensive Player of the Year, Super Bowl MVP.
You can argue he's the best wide receiver in the game right now.
One of the greatest individual seasons ever as a receiver.
He had an extra game. So everybody does put an asterisk there. He played an extra game this year because the NFL adding their extra game to the schedule. I'm saying that to hate, but he's got it. Full disclosure, right? But yeah, I mean, when you listen to that, you got to give the man the crown. I mean, because it is what it is. Like, even what you saw yesterday, that move for the game-winning touchdown, the slide inside, then the jet, then the double, and then he goes outside, back shoulder. Man, like Leonardo just said it, you got to give it to him because when the Rams don't have anyone else and the defense knows it, he still gets the ball. So I'm there. Like when you just ran that off, Devontae don't have a lot of that. Neither does DeAndre. So
all right. Last 5 minutes. Let's lightning round this. Is Aaron Donald the best defensive player ever?
No. It's 1A. I have a 1A, 1B. It's LT and Donald.
Okay. Does he deserve a statue in front of SoFi?
Do they even give statues to football players? Yeah, he does.
Can the Bengals compete in the AFC next year?
Yes. Absolutely. This team, they got to they have to get an offensive line, sir. Okay? Like, they got to go out. Like, all right, y'all, we ain't got the receiver this year when you could have got the tackle. Don't do that again next season. You go get an O-line. You get a good one in the draft if you can, and then get some free agent help. Yes, they can compete.
All right. And then where do you rank the halftime show?
Number 1. Best halftime show I've ever seen.
Number 1?
Best halftime show I've ever seen. Probably has an affinity to it because of hip-hop. I know there was the Michael Jackson one. There's been some good ones. I'm sorry, that one for me was top-notch. Best one.
Number 1.
What about you?
Because he gives out too many statues, so Donald will be out for
give
out too many statues. I'm a Bruno guy, so I love Bruno's. I love Bruno's. I love Bruno's and Beyonce's. Not a Coldplay guy, so that kind of the trio of them bring it down. But I love the back and forth between Bruno and Beyonce. That was tight. I would say top 3. You always got to pay homage to the greats. The Prince, Purple Rain in the Rain, Michael Jackson, stuff like that. But those don't really resonate with me because I didn't really entrench myself in those.
Attached to them.
Yeah. But yeah, you know what I said? Prince in the Rain. Listen, you talk about halftime show, they gonna say Prince did
Prince in the
Purple Rain in the rain. So you gotta say one of those things. Beyonce by herself, you know, the women and the Beyonce stands are gonna say that. But the Bruno Mars one was really good to me, and the Bruno and Beyonce one was really good. So I would say it's definitely top three in my book. I love the 50 Cent touch.
Fire.
50, that's my guy. So
I think they should get off 52, man. He grown now. All right, man. He grown, man.
He just shouldn't have did the upside down thing. Just made it tough.
Hey, man, did you see
all the
one
blood
clip?
was rushing to his head?
With the one clip, bro, where he while it was Dre and Snoop up top, he was getting set.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, listen, I know a lot of guys at his age that cannot do that.
That's true. That's true.
So I'm gonna get off that man's back.
That's true. I ain't on his back for that. He had a good set. I appreciated it.
Yeah, Anderson Paak on drums was dope.
Yeah, Anderson Paak on drums was dope. Mary J's choice of songs. No more drama during the Super Bowl. Like,
yeah,
that was ill-fitting, but I guess that's a Dre song, so she had to do Dre songs. Possibly.
Yeah, and then the super loud scream. I was like,
yeah, could have deal with that.
Maybe
everything was on point though.
She brought the performance back down to earth. Maybe you're right. Top three.
All right, so great Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's a hold, and he got there early. That's all right. That call was actually pass interference.
That first one was not a hold though.
No, the first
one on the linebacker, that was not a hold.
Not a hold.
But y'all got a whole touchdown. So
yeah, that was clearly a face mask.
Y'all got a whole touchdown. So let's not do that. All right. So last up, throw me up, is the player eliminator. So I made a comeback, y'all. I made a comeback. Joel's up right now, 110. I'm down 1.109. He's going Tatum versus the Pistons on Wednesday. I'm going DeJounte Murray tonight versus the Bulls. I was like, who can pace with Tatum? I don't have to go too far. I could just 20 for 20, 25 for 25.
Hey, Tatum put up 38 the other night. He's hot right now.
Let's just come on, DeJounte. First time All-Star. Let's get it. I'm trying to hold on to some guys right now. I burnt a lot of guys.
You did. I'm trying not to go to them and panic. No impulsive reaction over here. I'm gonna stay the course and keep it simple right now.
That Devin Booker was clutch, though. It was clutch when it needed to be. So this is the player eliminator for the week. Once again, we appreciate everybody in the show, man. We got a hard 8 stops, so we make sure you follow us on all our modes of social media, being Instagram, Facebook, and most importantly, the YouTube. Everybody that's on YouTube today, thank you so much for coming on to the show with us. We will be back next week and all that jazz, but make sure you follow it. And the most important, man, make sure you share. Sharing the show helps the show grow. And hopefully we will see everybody back at 7 p.m. sharp or whenever you get that notification to come to the show, because you never know how the day is going to go. But other than that, brother, I think that's it. You got anything else?
No, check out the Olympics, man. Some black people winning some medals, man. Y'all should check out the Winter Olympics. Speed skater won today. Girl won last night in bobsledding. It was pretty interesting. Check out the Olympics. Hey, man, good night to everybody. Happy Valentine's Day to the ladies that love us. Mama, happy Valentine's Day.
Wow.
See y'all next week, man. 7 o'clock, Monday, 7:15, 7:30. We don't know. We'll be here, though.
We'll be here.
Peace.
Winter